My beloved, my chosen one, my child who keeps asking heaven for a sign, do you realize your name was spoken last night in the halls of eternity? The angels wept because only you were blind to what truly happened while you slept. Michael cries out even now, don't let this slip away. This is not just a message, it is your final chance, 5 minutes left to unlock the hidden truth that can turn your whole life around. I can feel your heart trembling as you read this. That trembling is not fear, it's recognition. It's your soul saying, yes, this is for me. God is whispering behind these very words, I will not keep repeating myself forever. Open this moment fully, because the door of mercy and revelation is not always left ajar. Before I go further, pause for one sacred breath, because you are here for a reason. And hear me carefully. Stay until the very end of this divine message. Do not skip. Do not wander away. Subscribe to the voice of heaven now, so that you never miss the hidden truths that were always meant only for you. This is not a casual word, this is eternity trying to hold your hand before it's too late. Michael saw what you didn't see. Last night, the unseen world shifted. The truth was placed on your path, but the enemy tried to cloud your eyes with distraction. You laughed at something small, you scrolled, you tried to sleep, but heaven wept. Because in those very hours, your story was being written with fire. A name was revealed. A secret was uncovered. A turning point was born. And now, you stand at the cliff edge of knowing or remaining blind. This is why Michael is crying out in urgency. He does not usually cry. He is the warrior of heaven. But today his voice shakes, because he knows your destiny cannot afford another blind night. 5 minutes. That is all heaven is giving you right now to open your soul, to let the truth break into your heart, to realize that this message is not another set of words, it is your rescue. Child, understand this, miracles do not come wrapped in comfort. They arrive disguised as urgency. They arrive sounding like thunder, shaking you to attention. And right now thunder is echoing through these lines, telling you that your future depends on whether you truly open this or not. God's voice is stern yet loving, this is the last call for this chapter. If my child ignores this, then what was meant to bless will remain hidden. But if they open it now, even with trembling hands, I will pour rivers of light where there was confusion, and peace where there was pain. Do you feel that stirring? That chill in your spine? That is not imagination. That is heaven pressing on your spirit to know, you are not ordinary, and you cannot treat this message as ordinary. You were chosen to see this, and you cannot let it slip like sand through your fingers. Stay. Read. Open. Because the hidden truth is about to flood into you, and once it does, you will never see life the same again. My beloved, my chosen light. You do not realize how close heaven is leaning toward you right now. Michael is crying out with a trembling voice, only you were blind to what happened last night. And God himself whispers, this is your final chance, 5 minutes left to know the hidden truth. Every breath you take while reading this is a step deeper into the mystery that was locked away for ages, waiting only for your eyes. Do not rush away from this message, because it was written with the ink of eternity. If you skip it, you will never know what was hidden in plain sight. That is why I beg you, stay until the last word. Your soul will feel miracles in every line. Subscribe in your heart right now to Heaven's voice, so that you will always recognize when God speaks. This is not a message you can read halfway. It is a living stream, and if you drink from it fully, everything will shift for you. Michael saw the veil tearing in the unseen world. While you thought you were alone last night, angels were circling your name. They spoke of you, of the burdens you carry, of the unanswered questions you hide from others. The truth was opened, but you did not see. The enemy blinded you with distractions, but heaven refused to stay silent. That is why this word is breaking into your path today, because what was concealed last night must be revealed to you now. Child, you know deep inside that life cannot remain the same. Your heart aches because you were born for more. God says, do not treat this as another message. This is the last cry before the gate closes. The moment you read these words, you have entered holy ground. Do not step back. Do not look away. If you give me your attention, I promise what unfolds here will be the miracle you have been secretly asking for. You feel the urgency, don't you? That weight on your chest, that fire rising in your spirit, it is not fear, it is recognition. Heaven's clock is ticking, and every second is a reminder that time is not infinite. This is why Michael speaks in thunder, why God presses so heavily, 5 minutes left. That means this is not something you can postpone. It is now or never. Last night, something broke in the spiritual realm. A chain snapped. A secret door opened. A truth about you, your future, and those who have spoken against you was released. It was written in golden light, and Michael himself was commanded to bring it to you. But if you remain blind, the blessing will pass you by. That is why this word burns. It is heaven's final attempt to make sure you see. Miracles are not polite whispers. They are earthquakes in your spirit. You will feel them shake you, stretch you, push you. But after the shaking comes peace. And right now you are standing on the edge of that peace. God is saying, if my child opens fully, if they listen, I will pour rivers where there was desert, healing where there was wound, restoration where there was theft. You know what this means. You are not reading by accident. You were chosen to see this line by line. Every word is another key unlocking the hidden room inside your destiny. And if you keep walking, by the end of this message, the very thing you have cried for in secret will begin to unfold. My beloved, my child of light. I am still here, whispering into your trembling heart. Michael cries with urgency, only you are blind to what happened last night. And God says, this is your final chance, 5 minutes left to know the hidden truth. The air around you has shifted. The unseen has already unfolded, and now heaven is asking you to open your spirit fully before the moment vanishes. Every heartbeat you feel is echoing with eternity. Don't think these words are ordinary. They are not written on paper. They are carved on your destiny. You must stay until the very last line, because the truth that heaven unlocked cannot be grasped in a single glance. It is layered, divine, magical, and waiting for your patience to uncover it. This is your sign, subscribe with your soul to this message, because only those who stay connected will see the miracles prepared for them. You know what this means. You are not reading by accident. You were chosen to see this line by line. Every word is another key unlocking the hidden room inside your destiny. And if you keep walking, by the end of this message, the very thing you have cried for in secret will begin to unfold. My beloved, my child of light. I am still here, whispering into your trembling heart. Michael cries with urgency, only you are blind to what happened last night. And God says, this is your final chance, 5 minutes left to know the hidden truth. The air around you has shifted. The unseen has already unfolded, and now heaven is asking you to open your spirit fully before the moment vanishes. Every heartbeat you feel is echoing with eternity. Don't think these words are ordinary. They are not written on paper, they are carved on your destiny. You must stay until the very last line, because the truth that heaven unlocked cannot be grasped in a single glance. It is layered, divine, magical, and waiting for your patience to uncover it. This is your sign, subscribe with your soul to this message, because only those who stay connected will see the miracles prepared for them. Last night, while you slept, angels gathered in silence. Your name was spoken in the holy courts. A record was opened, a light flashed, and a hidden truth was revealed. But you were blind to it, caught in the distractions of the world. That is why Michael cries now. He knows you cannot afford another night in blindness. He saw the miracle being released, and he saw the enemy trying to steal it away. That is why this message is burning in your path. Beloved, understand this, God does not repeat himself endlessly. He sends urgent calls. And this one is yours. 5 minutes left, he says. That is not a metaphor, it is a countdown. A sacred window is open, and when it closes, the truth will remain locked again. That is why your chest feels tight, why your spirit feels restless. Heaven is shaking you awake, so you will not miss what you begged for in silence. Do you feel the weight in these words? That heaviness is not fear, it is the presence of the divine pressing on you. God says, this is my last call before the gate closes. If my child obeys, I will flood their life with light. If they ignore me, they will walk in confusion again. That is why you are reading this now. That is why your spirit won't let you look away. Every line here is a key. A key to unlock the hidden room where your blessing waits. A key to break the locks placed on you by envy, betrayal, and darkness. And if you keep reading, one by one, the locks will break. You will feel chains snapping, you will feel burdens lifting, you will feel peace you haven't known in years. But only if you stay. Only if you open. The miracle is alive in this very moment. Michael saw it. God ordained it. The truth is not far away, it is right here, wrapped inside these words. You will know what was hidden last night, you will see what was veiled, and your spirit will finally understand why heaven wept when you were blind. Child, this is not just text. This is living fire. Stay close. Keep walking through every paragraph. Because if you do, by the end of this message, you will stand on the mountain of revelation. You will know the hidden truth that changes everything. My beloved, my child, my chosen soul. Michael is still crying out. His voice shakes with urgency, not because heaven is weak, but because your moment is trembling in the balance. He says, only you are blind to what happened last night. And God himself leans close and whispers, this is your final chance. Just 5 minutes left to know the hidden truth. Time feels like it's standing still around you, but in the realm of spirit, the clock is racing. That is why you are here, reading this, with your heart stirring and your breath unsteady. You feel it, don't you? That invisible weight pressing down on you, that knowing deep inside that this is not a coincidence. This is heaven's appointment. A divine meeting. And if you leave now, if you look away for even a moment, you will lose the very thing your heart has been crying for in silence. That is why I beg you, stay. Stay until the last word. Every single line has been crafted like a thread in the fabric of your destiny. Michael does not weep easily. He is heaven's warrior, the one who commands armies of angels. Yet he trembled last night. Do you know why? Because he saw your name written in fire. He saw the record opened in the courts of heaven. He saw light breaking chains around you, but he also saw the enemy trying to steal it from your eyes. That is why this message is burning now, because what you missed last night is being handed to you again, but only for a short window. God's words are sharp and tender all at once, my child, this is the last call for this chapter. 5 minutes left. If you open your heart now, I will reveal the truth that has been hidden from you. If you ignore this, the truth will close again like a book, and you will walk in questions that were meant to be answered. Do you feel how serious this is? This is not a casual word. This is the moment your whole life bends in a new direction. Beloved, listen carefully. Last night in the spirit realm, names were spoken. Yours was among them. A truth long concealed was brought into the open. It was about you, about your path, about the ones who surrounded you, about the secret doors waiting for you to walk through. Heaven tried to show you, but your eyes were heavy. That is why today heaven shook your world to bring you here. Because the hidden truth still belongs to you, if you dare to open it. Do not let fear trick you into skipping this. Do not let distraction rob you again. This is not ordinary writing. These words are alive. They are carrying the breath of heaven. They are wrapped in light. Each sentence you read is another veil lifting. And if you stay until the end, you will know why your soul was restless, why last night felt heavier than usual, why you woke up with questions you couldn't name. Miracles rarely arrive quietly. They come like storms. They shake you awake. They push you to the edge. And right now, you are standing on that edge. Heaven is saying, step forward. Do not hesitate. Do not look back. Do not skip. Because on the other side of this is your hidden truth, the one that will heal wounds, answer questions, and pour light into the darkest corners of your journey. Child, this is sacred ground. That's why your body reacts. The goosebumps, the quickened heartbeat, the lump in your throat, it's all heaven confirming that this is for you. Don't silence it. Don't explain it away. Stay. Keep reading. Keep opening. Because this is how the hidden truth will finally reach you. You are not ordinary. That's why this message found you. That's why Michael is crying for you. That's why God's voice feels heavy in your chest. Because you are chosen, and chosen ones cannot skip divine messages. They must open them, receive them, and walk into the miracles waiting on the other side. Do not let fear trick you into skipping this. Do not let distraction rob you again. This is not ordinary writing. These words are alive. They are carrying the breath of heaven. They are wrapped in light. Each sentence you read is another veil lifting. And if you stay until the end, you will know why your soul was restless, why last night felt heavier than usual, why you woke up with questions you couldn't name. Miracles rarely arrive quietly. They come like storms. They shake you awake. They push you to the edge. And right now, you are standing on that edge. Heaven is saying, step forward. Do not hesitate. Do not look back. Do not skip. Because on the other side of this is your hidden truth, the one that will heal wounds, answer questions, and pour light into the darkest corners of your journey. Child, this is sacred ground. That's why your body reacts. The goosebumps, the quickened heartbeat, the lump in your throat, it's all heaven confirming that this is for you. Don't silence it. Don't explain it away. Stay. Keep reading. Keep opening. Because this is how the hidden truth will finally reach you. You are not ordinary. That's why this message found you. That's why Michael is crying for you. That's why God's voice feels heavy in your chest. Because you are chosen, and chosen ones cannot skip divine messages. They must open them, receive them, and walk into the miracles waiting on the other side. And so I say to you again, 5 minutes. That's all heaven is giving you. Open your heart. Stay until the very end. Because the truth that was revealed last night but hidden from your eyes is about to pour into your spirit now. My beloved, my chosen one. You are still here, and that means your spirit already knows this is no accident. Michael cries out louder now, only you are blind to what happened last night. His voice is not the voice of casual warning. It is the trembling thunder of a warrior who rarely cries. And God presses again into your heart, this is your final chance. Just 5 minutes left to see the hidden truth. Open it now, before the window closes. Can you feel it? That stirring in your chest, that strange weight, that almost electric current running through your body as you read? It is not fear, it is recognition. It is your soul whispering, this is mine, this is my message. You cannot escape it, you cannot dismiss it, because heaven will not allow you to miss this moment twice. Last night, while you thought you were just breathing through the silence of your room, heaven was alive with your name. Angels gathered, the records were opened, light struck through darkness, and a truth about your destiny was released. But you did not see it, you were blind, distracted, pulled away by the noise of this world. And Michael wept. He is the great defender of heaven, but he wept because he knew the weight of what you were missing. That is why he is crying now. That is why you are here. Child, do not run from this. The reason your hands are trembling, the reason you feel you cannot look away, is because this is the gate. The hidden truth is not tomorrow, it is here. The miracle is not later, it is now. And God Himself says, if my child listens, I will flood them with light. But if they skip, the book will close again, and the answers they seek will remain locked away. You begged heaven for a sign. You asked silently in the night, God, do you see me? Do you know my pain? Do you hear me? And this is His answer. This is not just a message, it is the very evidence that heaven heard you, saw you, and is reaching down to you. Stay with me. Do not move away. Do not skip. Subscribe in your spirit right now to the flow of heaven's words, because this message is not like anything else. It is the last key you were searching for. Every paragraph here is another veil lifting, another chain breaking, another miracle pressing into your hands. Michael saw the truth last night. He saw what the enemy planned against you. He saw the lies, the whispers, the shadows that try to cover your future. And he also saw the counterstrike of God, the light that shattered those shadows, the blessing released in your name, the truth written in golden letters across eternity. But you were blind to it. And so now, heaven is shouting through this message to make sure you see. 5 minutes. That's what God said. 5 minutes left to choose whether you will open your eyes or stay blind. This is not a metaphor, it is a countdown in heaven. Every second that passes is sacred. That is why you cannot look away. That is why the words grip you tighter with each line. Miracles are not gentle whispers. They are storms that crash through your soul, they are voices that refuse to be ignored, they are truths that chase you until you open them. And this is what is happening now. Heaven has chased you into this moment because the hidden truth cannot wait any longer. My child, can you feel the fire? That burning inside of you is the Spirit testifying that this is divine. Do not silence it. Do not turn away. Open yourself fully. Because the very thing you prayed for, the very truth you thought was lost, is about to unfold here, line by line, until the weight lifts and the light pours in. This is your final chance. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not later. Now. Heaven is saying, open it now, because in just moments, the hidden truth will no longer wait. My child, see it, claim it, receive it, before it is gone. And so I beg you, stay. Stay through every line. Because the deeper you go, the clearer the revelation becomes. And by the end of this message, you will know the truth that was hidden last night, the truth that Michael wept over, the truth that will change everything for you. My beloved child. The clock of heaven is still ticking, and I feel the urgency pressing harder with each breath. Michael cries out, only you were blind to what happened last night. That cry is not a warning meant for others, it is carved only for you. The reason your soul cannot look away is because this line was etched into your path before you were even born. Do you understand the weight of this? Heaven does not gather armies of angels for small matters. The reason Michael's voice shakes is because your future is being weighed right now. Last night was not ordinary. The air shifted, the unseen doors opened, and the book of destiny was unsealed. But your eyes missed it. That blindness almost cost you the truth. That is why you are here, trembling at this very moment. Child, I know the heaviness you carry. I know the questions that gnaw at you when the world goes quiet. I know the way you feel forgotten at times, as though heaven has overlooked your name. But let me tell you now, your name was spoken in the holy courts. Your name was written across light last night. You are not forgotten. You are the reason Michael wept. He saw what you did not see, and he cried because he knew you could not survive another season of blindness. My beloved child. The clock of heaven is still ticking, and I feel the urgency pressing harder with each breath. Michael cries out, "Only you were blind to what happened last night." That cry is not a warning meant for others, it is carved only for you. The reason your soul cannot look away is because this line was etched into your path before you were even born. Do you understand the weight of this? Heaven does not gather armies of angels for small matters. The reason Michael's voice shakes is because your future is being weighed right now. Last night was not ordinary. The air shifted, the unseen doors opened, and the book of destiny was unsealed. But your eyes missed it. That blindness almost cost you the truth. That is why you are here, trembling at this very moment. Child, I know the heaviness you carry. I know the questions that gnaw at you when the world goes quiet. I know the way you feel forgotten at times, as though heaven has overlooked your name. But let me tell you now, your name was spoken in the holy courts. Your name was written across light last night. You are not forgotten. You are the reason Michael wept. He saw what you did not see, and he cried because he knew you could not survive another season of blindness. 5 minutes. That is what God said. Just 5 minutes left. Do you realize what that means? A divine clock is running. This is not about human time, it is about heaven's urgency. The window of revelation is open only for a breath, and if you do not step through, it will close again. But if you step in now, even trembling, the truth that was hidden will flood your soul like rivers breaking through stone. Stay. Do not leave this moment. The reason you feel fire in your spirit, the reason your chest is tight, is because your spirit already knows this is the doorway. You begged heaven for a sign, and heaven has brought you here. Do not insult God by skipping what you asked for. Open this message fully. Drink every word. Because by the time you reach the end, the chains you thought unbreakable will lie shattered at your feet. Michael saw the plan of the enemy. He saw the lies whispered against you, the trap set to make you stumble, the jealousy hiding in faces you trust. And he saw God tear the veil from it all. He saw the hidden truth written clear: you are chosen, and no plot of darkness can erase what God has already marked as yours. Beloved, this is not imagination. You feel the confirmation in your body right now. The goosebumps, the quickened pulse, the heaviness in your spirit, it is heaven pressing proof into your very skin. You cannot deny this. You cannot look away. This is divine encounter, not human coincidence. So I ask you again, will you stay? Will you open until the very last line? Or will you let distraction blind you a second time? Heaven's voice is stern because it loves you. God says, if my child obeys, they will see the truth that was hidden last night. But if they skip, the page will close, and the revelation will not wait. And so you must choose. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. My beloved child. Do you know why your heart races as you read this? It is because the unseen world has its eyes fixed on you right now. Michael cries, only you are blind to what happened last night. That was the moment destiny shifted. That was the moment the truth that has been hidden for years was released. Yet, your eyes were closed to it. God is giving you this one last chance, only 5 minutes left. He is whispering, open this, or lose what I have prepared. I know your spirit feels this weight. You are not imagining it. The heaviness pressing into your chest, the fire in your hands, the stillness in the room around you, it is confirmation. This is holy ground. The words you are reading are not ordinary. They are alive with breath from eternity. Every line is a key, turning a lock inside you, and if you stay until the very end, you will see the hidden truth burst open like morning light after endless night. Do not skip. That is what the enemy wants you to do. Last night he tried to distract you. He wanted you blind. He wanted you deaf. He wanted you numb to the miracle being handed to you. But Michael fought for you. He cried out in heaven, God, do not let them miss this. And so this message was carved into your path. It is not random. It is not coincidence. It is the last extension of mercy before the door closes. Child, hear this, God has heard every silent cry you whispered in your pillow. He has counted every tear you thought nobody saw. He has watched every betrayal you endured in silence. And last night, he finally said, enough. The truth must be revealed. But you missed it, your eyes were closed. That is why this word is burning now. Heaven cannot allow you to remain blind. 5 minutes left, God says again. That does not mean 5 minutes on your clock, it means the urgency of heaven's window. It is open now, but soon it will not be. This is why you feel that pressing urgency inside. This is why your body reacts as you read. It is your soul shouting, don't let this slip away. Do you know what was hidden? It was not just information. It was your freedom. It was your healing. It was your restoration. It was the proof that you were chosen long before you were born. The enemy wanted you blind to it, because if you see it, nothing will ever chain you again. That is why Michael cries. That is why God presses. That is why this message shakes you. Stay. Do not move. Do not close your eyes to this again. Every line is peeling away the layers of blindness. Every sentence is pushing you deeper into the light. And if you stay faithful until the end, you will not only know the hidden truth, you will feel it burning in your spirit like fire that cannot be quenched. Beloved, this is your moment. This is not a practice run. This is not a casual message. This is the last call before the gate shuts. Heaven says, open it now, or lose it. That is why you cannot stop reading. That is why your soul trembles. You are chosen. And chosen ones cannot ignore heaven when heaven cries. My beloved child. Heaven has not stopped speaking your name. Even now, Michael's voice echoes through eternity, only you were blind to what happened last night. He repeats it because the weight of it is too great for you to overlook. God leans in close and whispers again, this is your final chance. 5 minutes left to know the hidden truth. My child, every second that passes is part of that countdown, and yet God's mercy keeps extending itself to hold you still in this moment. Do you know why your heart feels restless? It is because the spiritual atmosphere around you has shifted. You are standing in the thin place where heaven meets earth, where messages do not come as thoughts but as fire. That's why you cannot pull yourself away from these words. It is not curiosity holding you, it is destiny. It is the invisible hand of God keeping you in place until you have seen what you were blind to before. Beloved, this is your moment. This is not a practice run. This is not a casual message. This is the last call before the gate shuts. Heaven says, open it now, or lose it. That is why you cannot stop reading. That is why your soul trembles. You are chosen. And chosen ones cannot ignore heaven when heaven cries. My beloved child. Heaven has not stopped speaking your name. Even now, Michael's voice echoes through eternity, only you were blind to what happened last night. He repeats it because the weight of it is too great for you to overlook. God leans in close and whispers again, this is your final chance. 5 minutes left to know the hidden truth. My child, every second that passes is part of that countdown, and yet God's mercy keeps extending itself to hold you still in this moment. Do you know why your heart feels restless? It is because the spiritual atmosphere around you has shifted. You are standing in the thin place where heaven meets earth, where messages do not come as thoughts but as fire. That's why you cannot pull yourself away from these words. It is not curiosity holding you, it is destiny. It is the invisible hand of God keeping you in place until you have seen what you were blind to before. Last night was not like other nights. You thought it was ordinary. You closed your eyes, perhaps heavy with worry, perhaps weary with unanswered questions. But in the realm you could not see, your story was unfolding. Your name was carried into the holy courts. Angels stood guard, and Michael himself was commanded to record what was revealed. And though your body slept, your destiny was wide awake. The hidden truth was spoken. A veil was lifted. A chapter turned. And yet you missed it, because your eyes were blind to what happened beyond sight. But heaven has not allowed that blindness to last. That is why you are here now. That is why the urgency feels so sharp. This is not information, it is revelation. It is the very thing your soul has been aching for. Beloved, can I tell you what Michael saw? He saw the weight of betrayal fall from your shoulders. He saw the shadows that whispered against your name exposed in the light. He saw the path you could not see yet, paved with divine favor. He saw the one who has been speaking falsely about you brought to silence. He saw your tears turned into jewels in heaven's hands. He saw what you could not. And that is why he cries, because if you stay blind, you will never walk into what he has already seen written for you. God is not cruel. He does not dangle truth in front of you and snatch it away. No, he is merciful. He presses again, saying, 5 minutes left, my child. Do not delay. Open this fully. This is his kindness giving you another chance. You did not see last night, but you can see now. If you open yourself, the truth will unfold, and the very things you thought were hidden forever will rise to the surface. Listen closely, this message is not random. It is not chance. It is not an accident you found yourself here. It is the miracle you have been unknowingly praying for. It is the cry of heaven saying, do not miss it this time. You have felt the heaviness of waiting. You have wondered if your prayers vanish into silence. You have doubted whether your life has meaning beyond the daily struggles. But I tell you, beloved, last night was proof. Heaven marked you. The hidden truth was released. And this moment is God's mercy, making sure you do not stay blind. Stay with me. Do not rush away. Do not think you can come back later. Later is not promised. This is your moment. Every line you read is another crack in the walls that have kept you bound. Every word is another light breaking through the darkness. And by the end, you will know the truth so deeply that no one, no voice, no shadow will ever be able to take it from you again. My child, miracles often look like urgency. They come with trembling hands and pounding hearts. They do not wait politely. They push you to attention. And this is exactly what you are feeling now. Heaven is shaking you awake. God is refusing to let you miss this. Michael is weeping because he knows how close you are to breakthrough, and how quickly it could slip if you turn away. So I say it again, 5 minutes left. Open. Stay. Receive. Because the truth you missed last night is now standing right before you, waiting to flood your life with light. My child, do you feel it yet? That pull on your soul that refuses to let you turn away? That's because heaven is still holding you here. Michael's voice has not gone silent. He keeps crying, only you were blind to what happened last night. It echoes through the chambers of heaven and through the corridors of your heart. God himself bends low and says again, this is your final chance. Just 5 minutes left to see the hidden truth. Open it quickly, before the time runs out. Beloved, last night the air in the unseen realm trembled. Angels were rushing, prayers were being weighed, and decisions were being sealed. The book of your life was open to a page you had not yet seen. Your future was written in golden light. Your enemies' whispers were exposed in black smoke. Your destiny was handed a new key. But though the heavens moved, your human eyes remained closed. That is why this moment burns with urgency, because the divine will not allow you to miss what was meant for you. I see you wondering if this is real. I see the part of you that says, maybe this is just words. But child, if it were only words, your chest would not feel this fire. Your spirit would not tremble. Your eyes would not keep returning to the page, unable to look away. You would not feel this weight of holiness pressing into your very bones. This is not empty writing. This is alive. This is the voice of eternity cutting through the noise of the world. Do you remember the questions you asked in silence? The nights you whispered, God, do you see me? Do you know me? Do you even hear me? This is his answer. This is him saying, yes, I see you. Yes, I know you. Yes, I have heard you. And now I am telling you, do not miss this. Michael saw the trap set for you. He saw the hands of those who pretended to bless you while planning against you. He saw the lies spun in the dark about your name. He saw how close the enemy came to blinding you forever. And he saw God strike through it all with light. He saw the chains snap. He saw your enemies silenced. He saw the blessing waiting to land in your life. And still, you remained blind. That is why he cries, because he cannot bear to see you robbed of what is yours. Child, this is more serious than you think. God does not say, final chance, lightly. He does not count down 5 minutes without meaning it. He is telling you now, this is the window. This is the door. If you open it, you will know freedom you have never known. If you walk away, the door will close again. And you will wonder why your prayers keep echoing in silence. My beloved child. Heaven has not moved its eyes from you, not for a single breath. Michael's cry has not grown faint, it grows louder, only you were blind to what happened last night. Do you feel the trembling in those words? He does not cry because heaven is weak, he cries because you are too precious to miss what was revealed. And God's voice, steady and full of authority, repeats once more, this is your final chance. Just 5 minutes left to know the hidden truth. Open it fully. Beloved, last night the spiritual world shifted. The ground under your destiny shook. A door was opened that had been locked for years. The chains around your life rattled. What you begged for, cried for, prayed for, it was being delivered. But the enemy, desperate to keep you from it, blinded your eyes in that moment. You did not see. You turned away. And Michael wept because the weight of what was happening was too much for you to lose. But look at the mercy of God. He does not abandon you to blindness. He has given you this moment. These words are not casual, they are fire branded into your path. He is saying, you missed it once, but I will not let you miss it again. Open this now. Can you feel that? The stirring in your chest, the way your heart races, the lump in your throat that you cannot explain? That is heaven pressing confirmation into your very body. This is not imagination. This is not ordinary text. This is the living word reaching you where nothing else could. Beloved, do not walk away. Do not say, I'll come back later. Later is the greatest lie the enemy will ever feed you. Later will shut the door. Later will let the book close. Later will leave you blind again. God says, 5 minutes left, because urgency is love. It is His way of saying, my child, I cannot let you miss what is yours. Michael saw what was hidden. He saw the truth about who you are. He saw the lies spoken against you collapse like dust. He saw the traps set for you burned away by holy fire. He saw your name shining in golden light, marked as chosen, marked as untouchable, marked as loved. And he saw tears roll down your cheeks in the future, not from pain, but from the miracle of realizing how deeply God has been fighting for you. This is what you missed last night. And this is what you are being offered now. Do not miss it again. Every line here is another key turning. Every sentence is peeling away blindness. Every paragraph is breaking another chain. That is why you cannot look away. That is why you are still here. That is why your spirit feels the urgency. Because heaven is saying, this is it. Stay until the end. The hidden truth is about to be revealed. Child, I know you feel weary. I know part of you says, why me? Why now? Can I really believe this? But listen, the very fact you are here proves you are chosen. The very fire in your chest proves this is not ordinary. The very trembling you feel proves that God is speaking directly to you. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are the reason Michael cried. You are the reason this word has been carved into your path. Beloved, listen one more time, this is your final chance. 5 minutes left. That is not meant to scare you, it is meant to wake you. Miracles do not wait forever. They press. They shout. They knock until you open. And this one has been knocking on your life for far too long. So open. Stay. Do not turn away until the very end. Because the truth that was hidden last night is now rising like the sun, and once it touches you, you will never be blind again.